everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about fat loss and 5 easy tips that you can follow on your fat loss journey. Before we get this video started, make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel and you're following me on Instagram, and comment down below for any future videos that you would like to see, because the more ideas you give me, the more content I can produce. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Tip number 1 is all to do with foods. Now, I think the most common mistake people make is they think when you need to lose weight, you need to eat less. Now, yes, essentially you do, because you need to be under deficit. However, you don't have to drastically cut your calories. What could happen to your body is if you drastically cut your calories, yes, you will lose weight for maybe the first week, 2 weeks, but it's not sustainable and your body will just pile the weight back on. We want to focus on sustainability when it comes to fat loss. So what I would recommend is being in a caloric deficit, and what that means is cutting your calories down by 10 to 15% max. Now also, people make the common mistake of not eating enough carbs and fat. Now these macronutrients are essential for fat loss, and what I want you to also focus on is increasing your protein, maintaining your fat, maintaining your carbohydrates. You need a sustainable and sufficient amount of carbs and fats to see results, and not just to see results fast, but to see sustainable results and long-term results. So that is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to continue to do strength and resistance training. Yet again, a common mistake is, oh, I want to lose weight, therefore I will completely cut down my calories and I will just do cardio. Cardio is amazing and I will get into it in a bit. However, strength training and resistance training is where you will see maximum optimum results. The reason being is because strength training retains muscle whilst losing fat, and that's exactly what we want to do. So make sure you invest some time in strength training, understanding strength training. I've got loads of workout videos as well that you could easily have a go at. I always put the workout in the description box, so you could just screenshot that and take me to the gym with you and give it a go. Also, when it comes to strength training, is you're tightening up your body. The whole point is that you want to create a sculpt and toned look in the body, and cardio will not do that. You need to maintain and retain your muscle, and cardio simply just won't do that. You need to combine cardio and resistance training in order to see fat loss. Which leads me now to tip number 3. A lot of people tend to do hours of cardio, which is completely fine. If that's what you enjoy, continue doing it. Now, there are 2 types of cardio you could opt for. There is HIIT, high intensity interval training, and there is LISS, low intensity steady state cardio. Now, both are just as good as each other, and there has been immense amount of research on which type of cardio loses fat the most. And the truth is, they balance each other out. If you want, just comment down below and I can link articles and you give them a little read, and so you can see for yourself why they're just as good as each other. Now, the pros of HIIT is it takes not as long as LISS. It's maybe 10 to 15 minutes long. It also burns calories after you've finished performing your HIIT session. So within 24 hours, you're still burning calories and you're still burning fat. And this is called the calorie afterburn effect. even if you're just sitting on the sofa, laying in bed. The only con I can think about when it comes to HIIT is it does require a little bit of too much energy. And what this means is if you're incorporating HIIT into your resistance training regime, as amazing as that is, sometimes too much HIIT could also mean you sacrifice energy whilst you are resistance training. So just keep that in mind. That's why I would strongly recommend only doing 2, maybe maximum 3 HIIT sessions a week. HIIT is a simple 30-second sprints on the treadmill, 30 seconds off, you repeat 10 to 15 times. Now moving on to LISS. LISS, which is low intensity steady state cardio. Now this is amazing for someone who doesn't really like sprints, who doesn't really like fast burns of energy. Also great for retaining energy because you are moving at a slower pace. I will recommend doing about 30 to 40 minutes maximum of LISS. Now, an example of a LISS would be just a steady walk on an incline, on the treadmill, or like I'm doing here, steady state on a Stairmaster, which is fantastic. 30 to 40 minutes, that's all you need. Tip number 4 is controlling your stress levels. Now, I know this is easier said than done because truth be told, we're always stressed, I'm always stressed, and that can play a really big impact on fat loss. Now, no matter how well your diet is or how much exercise you are doing, sometimes you just can't budge that little bit of belly fat or that one bit of fat that you just want to remove. And the reason is, it could be that you are stressed, and this is also to do with cortisol levels and stress levels. And what happens if your hyperstimulate is decreased in your body, it makes it much more challenging and difficult for the body to absorb micro and macronutrients. And micro and macronutrients are obviously your vitamins and your minerals, and then you have your carbs, your proteins, your fats. And as we said in tip number 1, protein is essential to fat loss, so is fat, and so is carbohydrates. So if your body is unable to absorb these nutrients, then it becomes incredibly difficult to lose fat. Now, my top tips here would be to do something that you enjoy doing at least once a day. I kid you not, if getting a coffee by yourself is something that you enjoy doing, like that is what I enjoy doing. I know it sounds pretty sad, but I really just love getting a little coffee, just sitting down for 5 to 10 minutes at a coffee shop and just gathering my thoughts. It's really peaceful and it keeps me calm. So find something that you enjoy, not too extreme, something calming, and do that. Do that for 10 to 15 minutes just by yourself. I promise you and guarantee you it will help your stress levels. Tip number 5, the final tip, is nothing to do with science, nothing to do with like stress levels, anything to do with this. It's just my personal tip to you. And that is to just be patient. You have to be patient with the process. The good old saying, good things come to those who wait, is like the best quote I can sing at the top of my lungs and give to you. Good results do not come instantly. Results take time. If you are falling into the trap of buying these fat burning pills, weight loss tablets, these boob teeth, I don't know what is out there nowadays. There's just so much consumed in finding a magic pill to make you magically lose weight. And the truth is, that is a marketing scheme to get you to buy the product. Most of the times, I feel these products only work for a very short period of time, and then people tend to go back to their old habits. Habits is what causes you to not see results. You need to break out of those habits. You need to change your lifestyle, not drastically, but do small things to impact you in the long run. You will only ever stop seeing results if you quit. And that is the truth of it. So keep on going, because results are only around the corner, I promise you. You should be so proud of yourself for how far you've come now. Just keep on going. So those were my 5 tips on fat loss. Really quick, really simple, and I hope they were helpful. I'm off to Dublin now to see the rest of the Gymshark family and to hopefully see some of you guys, and I cannot wait to squeeze you and hold you. I love you always and forever, and I hope you know that. So, bye!